What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Outcast. It's your boy DJ, and go ahead and introduce yourself.
And it's your girl Sarah. We're here today for more topics.
Yes.
Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can be alert every time we drop these videos and episodes.
And yes, on this today's show, it's gonna get real juicy today. Look, but I'm not gonna do too many statements. Y'all know what y'all gotta do. Subscribe, hit that bell. But look, st.John, tell them the topic.
So yes, you guys, it's st.John. Before we get into the topic, we're gonna let the other young ladies and gentlemen here introduce themselves. So to my right.
What's up, guys? It's Ed from Ed and Drew.
It's your boy Drew, know what I'm saying? Y'all already know. Ain't no cap in my rap. I'm gonna give it to you straight like that, raw and uncut, and that's just what it's gonna be.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jizzle from OMG. It's Jizzle. You know, we coming raw and uncut tonight and every night.
What's up? It's your girl Nancy, and I'm just ready for these juicy topics. You ready, girl?
I'm ready. I'm ready. So you guys, I was on the gram. I was scrolling because I ain't have nothing to do. And y'all already know when you get bored, it's the devil's playground. The devil was playing on this ground, right? So I went to this page called Spiritual Word. Now, honestly, this page, it says spiritual word, but I ain't gonna lie. They just as shady as the shade room. Now, this is what the guy, they posted this. Until I put a ring on your finger, your financial burdens remain entirely your responsibility, not mine. Any help I render is from the good of my heart. It was never and isn't your right, not an obligation for me. Some women think because they look good, men owe them money. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think that this statement is true? How do y'all feel about this?
Me personally, I really think that's like some cap ass shit, really, because like when we like shooting at a woman, we want something. Mm-hmm. So if we taking you out on a date and all of that, that means we paying to get that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So where like, I just feel like that's cap though. Like put a ring, like she don't got a ring on her finger, and I pay her bill. So what?
Why do you pay her bill? What put you in the position where you feel like I'ma pay her bills? Is it love?
It's because I love her. I know I love her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pay her.
So
we don't need a ring. Yeah, you don't need a ring. Like.
What about y'all, DJ Sarah?
I'm gonna let you take this one real quick. I'm gonna feed off of you and see what you
So I don't know. Like, I think when we first met, you asked me for some rims, and I gave it to you. It was like $3,000, and I only knew you for like 2 months. So yeah, I mean that should have told me a lot right there. I don't know why I was so damn stupid to stick with you after spending $3,000.
But you still with me.
And then it was
though.
my tax money.
I know,
So
but
you knew
still
I
with
had
me,
my
though.
tax money though.
Yeah, why not?
So you kind of
that's
took
what we
my
was doing.
tax money at that point.
Well,
and
see-
then you put it on your Cadillac that you had in a previous relationship. So it kind of made me feel a certain type of way.
Yeah, that bitch was clean. We were riding that night. What you talking about?
Yeah, but it wasn't my car. It was your car. So that little quote right there kind of got me in my feelings because
That's
it
fine.
kind of
I
had me
mean,
thinking.
that's fine because in the beginning, I think we all just kind of use people. Using relationships. I really think we do. I think we do in the beginning.
I mean, it's 2021.
I think so.
It's 2021. People love money. Everybody loves money in 2021. You gotta expect some type of obligation there. You know what I'm saying? You want something, you gotta pay for something. That's just like saying, I want to take this girl home from the club. I know I'm finna have to spend $30, $40 on these drinks. Cause downtown they ain't cheap. They like $15 a drink. Yeah. And it take by 2 to get you to that little buzz to where you wanna dance. It take you by 4 to get you to where you wanna go home and go where to go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like it's kinda obligated in a way.
What girl you taking home? Cause I wouldn't. I'll take the drink and deal.
But like women are okay with $30 drinks and giving up their body for $30. Like that's not only disgusting, it's sad. But it's women out there that would do it for nothing. But do you think that because a woman looks good that they feel entitled like you supposed to do for them though?
Some do though.
But that's not my cup of tea, you know what I'm saying? Like, just cause you look good, that don't mean nothing to me. You gotta make me feel good. You gotta make me feel a certain type of way for me to spend money, you know what I'm saying? I'm cheap. I can have $1 million, but if I ain't gotta buy it, I ain't finna buy it. That's just me. You know what I'm saying?
But that's also guys too.
Yeah.
Guys.
We feel we look good too, so why we gotta worry about what they look like every single time? You see what I'm saying?
Can I get my rent?
Right.
But doesn't the man call themselves breadwinners? Exactly. Exactly.
What you said?
I feel like you been felt that way. Like I
He
look
was
good,
obligated
get money
for
on
them
me.
friends.
Drake said this thing ain't for free.
But you gotta respect that though, cause I feel like if a lady can feel like that, us men can feel that way too. It shouldn't. But I'm saying it shouldn't be cause she a woman, cause y'all have more. Cause some women feel like because y'all have more assets than us, that y'all can like treat us any type of way. You feel me? Cause look, I ain't gonna say I was like just a super getting money ass nigga. It's like I had money. There was time when I was broke and she put me on my feet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there was time where I came through and I'm gonna give her all my money and just put whatever I have to do on the back burner. You know what I'm saying? As long as the kids good, I'm straight. You feel me? I'm just gonna live with that. But for it's just the generation that we live in, bro. Like cause like growing up, like my mom, she always told my sister, you better get you a nigga that's gonna pay your bills and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, my granny, I ain't never preached that to them because like growing up, my granny had my papa, so she gonna tell the nigga some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Look, don't have no woman, you don't be paying no woman all her bills. Make sure that she helping you, and make sure that when your ass fall off, that she can put you on and not throw that shit in your face. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody needs somebody and everybody starts somewhere. I ain't trying to hear that because so everybody here was born a millionaire? Hell no.
See, that's why I feel like it's big. I'm big on teamwork. I don't want to marry you if we can't work together. Like, I want to see how we would do together if I'm short on the bills, or I got cut off, I got laid off or whatever the case may be, you got hurt on a job or something like that. How are we gonna handle that? If we get married and we ain't never done none of that and never been through none of that together, like, I'm gonna be iffy on the situation. Like, I wanna see how you react to real life shit. You know what I'm saying?
And when things one-sided, if y'all realize when things is one-sided, you see the real shit come out that person. Like, nigga, you sitting on your ass all day, and I'm one paying all these bills. All you gotta do is say one thing to piss them off, and they gonna throw that all in your face, bro. Even if you've been trying, though.
Yeah, but I feel like a person's debt is not yours.
Yeah.
I feel like debt is totally off limit. If you coming to me with debt, that don't have nothing to do with me. As far as your credit goes, so on and so forth. We can, once we get engaged and you allow me to be a part of your life in that way, we can come up with a resolution to kind of fix it before we actually get married. But your debt, if you come in with your debt, I wasn't around you when you created that. I wasn't a part of you when you created that. You should fix it before you get into something serious. While you playing with your credit, don't bring your credit over here and your negativity over here, and then you want me to marry it. Now it's my debt. That's not fair.
So let me ask you
So
something.
now we speaking on younger generations, because 9 times out of 10 you ain't finna fix shit when you get into a relationship later on to down the road. Until you start having kids and stuff start becoming problems. You want a new car, hey, this shit ain't fitting all the children, so now you want to fix your debt. But yeah, we don't need to fix, no woman or man need to fix nobody's debt when they first get together like that. But as far as, you know, we putting a ring on the finger, this is the first thing I see right here. See, as men, we not looking at the flaws first. You see what I'm saying? All we seeing is like, okay, she looks good.
Yeah, you seeing the outward appearance.
She gotta take a shit. Okay, when she wake up in the morning, breath stink. You see what I'm saying? Your hair gonna be messed up. You got an odor. You gotta put on deodorant. You gotta brush your teeth. You gotta take a bath. All that shit. We don't see the flaws. All we see is just the prettiness. You see what I'm saying? If y'all can really just see that both of y'all have that same exact mirror things in y'all life, y'all gonna make it together. But as men, we gotta stop looking at the fact that she's always gonna smell better than me. She always gonna look better than me. She always gonna be smarter than me. So therefore, you gonna always feel like you under. What kind of man is that? I don't see you as that. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nobody as
Well,
that.
yeah, because we're married now, but it took us 8 years to get married.
That's why we speaking for the young kids.
But
you know what I'm saying? We getting them prepared right now. You see what I'm talking about?
Y'all went through the process. You helping somebody go through that process. But not only that, I feel like as a woman, I never seen anybody give my mother anything.
Right.
And my mother never gave me anything easy. I had to work for everything. I never in my mind thought that I was beautiful. I never thought I was even cute, ever. It wasn't until later on in life I had to tell myself that. I had to start realizing when somebody said you're pretty, instead of me being like, oh no girl, no I'm not, I had to start saying thank you. And I had to start accepting that maybe I do look a little different and that's okay, and don't feel bad about it. But then I also realized me getting money from somebody else, I never knew how to do that unless it was a business transaction, meaning I worked for it. If I did not work for it, I didn't know how to accept money. So I don't know what it's like to get money and be like, oh, Birkin bag from this nigga, I got this and that. I don't know how to do that. Actually, there was one time I remember somebody had came through at the club. Now, people buying you drinks, that's something different. But somebody actually, like one of my homegirls was at the club with me, was having fun, enjoying ourselves. She was like, this nigga looking at you, girl, get some free drinks, It was foreign to me. I was like, he gonna think I gotta sleep with him. He gonna think I gotta have kids with him. He gonna think I gotta get married to him. Cause this is how elaborate my mind was thinking, because I had never asked nobody for nothing. So for me, I had to work for every single thing I got. So when people try to take that away, I will fight for it.
Right.
Because I have never gotten anything. So I don't understand the ideology of I'm cute, so I feel like you supposed to buy me something. It feels cringing to me. It feels weird.
Who taught you like that? Was it your mom, like to put you down? Did you get put down by your mom, a family member?
I got put down by a lot of people that were around me growing up.
And that's what makes you strong today.
Yeah. My mother used to tell me the reason why she was so hard on me was because she knew that the world was gonna be hard on me.
Right.
And she always told me, the world is gonna be hard on you. I'm not gonna be easy on you. Cause if I'm easy, you're gonna think this world is just full of petals and then you're gonna fall every time.
Yeah.
So when I was young, I was really rough and tough. I had to learn how to take care of a house at age 6 and 7 because my mother would work all the time. And when she wasn't working, she was teaching me how to cook, how to clean, how to say yes, how to say no, and how to be firm about that. But what she didn't teach me was where do I have to say that this is no longer loyalty, but this is somebody using me. Because my mother taught me how to be so loyal to the point where it could be at a default in a relationship.
Right.
To where it's like, and like that goes back to what we talked about in the last episode with you feeling like you have to be so loyal. So all this goes back to, as a woman, what were you taught as a woman? And as a woman, what was you taught as a child? And as a child, my mother showed me work for your own, don't never depend on no man, and don't never depend on nobody, not even your own family. So it's hard for me to even ask family for something. Right. I remember a time my sister said, her husband called me and said, oh yeah, we need that money back that you borrowed from when you came out here for a party for your sister. I said, no, you need to talk to your wife about that. I'm never going to ask anybody to borrow money to party. Right. First off, I ain't that type of person. Second off, I ain't never gonna borrow no money. If I need to borrow it, I don't need to do it and I don't need it. Right. That's how I've always felt. So for me in my mind, to be a woman and just because I'm cute feeling like somebody gotta give me something, I think that's weak. I've never been like that.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry. I gotta answer this. But it was a girl that was in Kentucky, had a question for Kat. So, and it really kind of touched me too. So we're gonna get this question asked today because I feel that I really want to know this too, because when I hear you speak, Kat, in general, I feel there's something there that I want to know. And I see it's like pain, but it's like love pain to where it might heal someone out there that really needs it. So this question that I had from this young lady was, today, how does Kat really feel about life today? Because when you talk, you touch certain people, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you touch me because I really see something there, and I'm like, is it there something in the past that has bothered you, and is it still bothering you today? Because when you talk, I hear rough, passionate when I hear you speak. So we just want to get that question out from you.
Well, I think it goes back to not healing from past. And so what happens is that we bring those people back to us through spirits and energy, right? The world calls it energy, I call it spirit. I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ and I believe in spirits. So, and when I say that, I don't mean like ghosts, like ooh, but I feel like whenever we go through things in life, there are people that come to us, right? You may have somebody that may be a thief. You may have somebody that may be a molester. You may have somebody that may be a liar. You may have somebody that may have, you may have come in contact with these spirits. And these spirits somewhere have touched you in some type of way, whether they stole from you, whether they tried to touch you before, whether they said something prior to them actually offending you, right? So those are triggers. So in the midst of that, when you don't heal, somebody could be doing something to you every day and you don't realize it's a reoccurring trauma over and over again. So then you think you're happy and you think you're good. And then boom, you realize when even you're talking, AKA me, that dang, I gotta work on this. I gotta figure this out. So yeah, there's a lot of pain that I go through because initially I never healed from when I was a child. And so now I'm in my marriage dealing with a lot of things. I'm in friendships dealing with a lot of things. I'm in business dealing with a lot of things that I don't understand. And it's like, oh, okay, because I was taught this. Right. I was taught that. I was taught this by doing this. You know, when I grew up, there was times that I would literally like take donuts from the store and not pay it and give donuts to all of my brothers and sisters. Those things that I went through growing up that was very, very, very traumatic, that's still hard for me to talk about. That if I talk about it, I may just end up going real crazy in the moment. So sometimes I think I flash in and out of that and some things could trigger me. And those triggers have not been healed yet.
Right, and on this show, like I explained, that this is what we want to happen. We out here to really speak out what is bothering us. When you said a part of saying that you wasn't healed, if you don't mind us, what was the parts that you feel you just wasn't healed from?
So I feel like, you know, as a child, you know, I was never put on a pedestal. I was never put on a pedestal, and that's okay. You really don't want to be put on a pedestal because then you're gonna fall hard. But I never felt like I was really loved. Never. I felt like I always was taught to love everybody, but you're not allowed to accept it. So because of that, it put me in a position where I feel like I'm always giving, and I never really expect anything back. And I think that's a form of like, there's some piece of you that feels like, dang, you don't feel like you worth that? You know what I mean? So the worthiness that you have within yourself can be small over here, but then over to the left is so much worth in me that I know I'm like, that's what keeps me happy. That's the one that keeps me getting up. That's what keeps me being kind to people. And then, but the other side, that little piece is what keeps me to where I'm on edge, like I'll cuss you out in a minute, so on and so forth, because I've been always taught to fight. Fight. Always fighting. So because of those things, it has triggered me even in life, you know, as an adult. So I have to learn too, like, I gotta go get help for that because it was 10 of us. It was 10 of us. So I cannot blame my mother because it's one person trying to give 10 kids love. You know what I mean? So with that being said, as an adult, I now understand that. Whereas at the time I used to be like, it used to be small things like, why can't I get this? You want to give my brother everything he wants. My sister got new shoes. She got this. Why am I not getting it? Because I always gave that energy of, well, oh, don't worry about me, mama. Don't worry about me. It's all good. Because I felt like that had to be my role. And so in life, it has became my role to where I'm like, oh, no, I got you. I'll be there for you. But then I turn around and nobody is there for me because I never made anybody feel like I need you there for me.
But that's okay, though. It's okay for you to get a few stones thrown at you. It's okay for you to love someone and they not loving you back. That's the reason why we're sitting here talking about this topic. And I feel that, honestly, Kat, and respectfully, that's something I feel you should let go. If you giving out nothing but dish and love respectfully to people and they're not giving that back feed to you, that's fine. I've seen it on film with you. And I knew that from the get-go and I saw that. But as for today, this is what we're going to do today, Kat. We're going to let that go. And I think you should keep on carrying on. That's the reason why you have so much good luck today.
Yeah.
And I feel that from you. And I honestly, I think that'll help out a lot of young women in this generation. I'm just being honest with that.
And I also feel like that's a whole nother topic. Because I feel like we've only touched the surface of it because there's so much healing, there's so much damage. There's so many things that have been done. See, people could look at you and think your life is perfect. Right. They don't know what you got to deal with. When you see somebody working all the time, what are you running from? Well, why are you working so much? Right. So for me, that's my issue. I work so much because it's easier to work than to think about the hardship or the negativity or the hurt that you're going through on a daily basis that is not healed. So it's easier. So when you get that time, that's downtime, then you trigger. And those are the things that I can say as an adult, I've learned how to deal with that. Some people just do counseling, that's it. I'm like, okay, gotta work, do this, that. It keeps my mind. Exactly. You have to find that way.
Can I ask you something? Okay. Me personally, I feel like, okay, you give out love, right? This is how I feel. I feel like that person should give you that same type of energy back. That's just how I feel, because in the world that we live in today, we low on love. Everything is hatred. The hate outweighs the love. So I feel like it doesn't take that much energy for you to give somebody the same energy they give you. You know what I'm saying? Look, I grew up with 5 siblings, 3 sisters and a younger brother. You know what I'm saying? Who deceased now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I got the less love. I was the black sheep. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So the way I carry myself and how I always carry myself, like I'm aggressive, like you ain't gonna play with me. Like, I'm not that. I'm gonna give you love, you know what I'm saying? But if I feel like you don't give me that same type of love back, I'm just gonna stop fucking with you. That's just that, you know what I'm saying?
Got it.
And I'm just gonna take that over God. I pray to God, I repent and everything, but I just feel like if I'm giving you love or treating you a certain way, DJ, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I should get that back, or whoever. It's just respect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's and I don't feel that way. I just give it.
Yeah.
And it's not that when I don't get it back, because that's not what it is, because you're not gonna always get love back from people,
for sure.
right? So it's like, but when I can't get it back from the one that I truly love, that is what hurts.
Oh yeah.
Because the stranger, I am gonna unconditionally love people in general because I'm a child of God.
Right.
And it just comes natural for me. I don't have to even know you, and I don't even understand it. I be asking God, why do you put this on me? But it just happens naturally. But if it's somebody I love, it's in my house, it's in my family, you should love back. Anyway, we're gonna end it here. Let me give it back to DJ and Sarah so we can close it out. My name is st.John.
Yeah.
Real quick before we close out, Kat, I just want to tell you I've been through the same situation. My mom is a generational curse. My mom used to put me down all the time. That's all I ever heard growing up. I was a dog on heat. I was a hoe. I was a slut. Everywhere you could think of, I heard it. And I had to stop that generational curse towards my kids.
Yes.
Because when they were young, I'll get mad and be like, shut up, shut your ass, sit down. And I start seeing, okay, I'm carrying that over to my kids. And that you have to stop that generational curse. But I also had to really seek my relationship with God, because I needed to let that go. I needed to forgive my mom at one point. So I had to let it go. But I was the same way. I had to constantly clean, and I'm still like that. I have to constantly clean the house. DJ would tell me, sit down. I can't, because I start thinking about too much stuff. At night when I'm asleep, I'm constantly thinking, what can I do next? How can I do it? How can I? And it's constantly running through my mind. And sometimes you can't sleep because it's just on your mind. And you doubt yourself as well. You doubt yourself. You can't do that. You can't do this. Even when my husband would tell me, baby, you're kind of gaining weight. Now I feel like you're attacking me. Because that's what I felt like when my mom would attack me. Okay, hold on, you attacking me? And I start getting defensive with him. Don't worry about my weight. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Then it made me want to eat a donut just to piss him off. You know what I mean? So I've been there before. It still happens.
But it's like we have to fix whatever is inside of us, because all those things I think a lot of us go through, we just won't admit because it ain't cute. And she look like she all that, so I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm supposed to be all that. But like DJ said, like maybe my story can heal somebody. So this is why we're doing the Outcast, and to do this type of show, to be able to open up. Because I ain't gonna lie, I was telling myself, bitch, don't cry. Bitch, shut the hell up. Don't you cry. You just cried the other day. And the person said, and I remember the person said in the comments, why is she always crying? So I was like, don't cry, don't cry. But that's another thing. Again, healing. So that in your adult life, those things don't trigger you, because what somebody says should not bother me at the point where I just can't let loose. So anyway, I'm gonna give it back to them. We're gonna end it officially now.
So yeah, we're gonna wrap this up today. But Kat, I'm glad that you mentioned the word, you hold the tears. And we're gonna get to another topic on that, but I'm gonna leave y'all with something. Love, pain, healing. Y'all get on the Outcast. We catch y'all on the next topic. We out.
Peace.